Man, putting this thing together, I definitely think that I need an extra set of hands. But you know, it's just me in the garden, so I can't complain. When I started looking into green stocks, into vertical gardening, I found this color, the rusted red color, and I just kind of fell in love with it, honestly. When I looked into buying my first green stock, however, they did not have that color in stock. I believe that the company has, here and there, they pop up some fun colors, but they don't keep them as their standard all year long colors. And the rusted red was one of them that they didn't have at the time. But when it came back in stock, I grabbed a couple of them. I actually have this one full of greens. I have lettuce, I have spinach, I have a few beets, which I have to thin because I have like 1 trillion of them there. And I think that in the original, which is the size that I have here, I can keep up to 3 for them to, you know, grow into a decent size. So I am very happy. This is actually my first year fully with one of them. My first green stack that I purchased was last year in the fall, and it was way later in the fall. And I didn't really have the chance to really try it out for the whole season. But this year I started use up me planting tomatoes and nasturtiums, and I have my other one right here, which is where I have most of my herbs. This one is doing amazing, guys. I have harvested so many herbs already this year alone from this container right here. And I have the original size. I just went fully with the original. They have two sizes. They have the leaf, which are smaller packets, more packets around, but smaller packets, and the original, which are the bigger packets. And with the leaf, you have some limitations on what type of plants you can grow because they're smaller packets, so smaller plants will do better in the leaf. So I just went with the original because there's the bigger, so I don't have to worry about, you know, what I can and I cannot use. And I have the 5 layers. The original comes with 5 layers, but I only used the 3 this year for both of my greens. And my goodness, I thought that my herbs were going to be done about this time of year, and they're doing amazing. So that one is staying there. I do have this one right here, and I just love the color, you guys. I mean, I think that it just goes very well, especially right now being fall. I did not plan it this way, but that's just how things happen. And I do have another one that is right now sitting in the middle of my pathway, right there in front of my garage. And my plan when I bought these two was the 2 green ones are going to be done. I'm going to start some greens before in these guys, and when they're ready, I'll just replace the green ones with these rusted red ones. But that one is still really nice. I'm not going to touch it. So I am just leaving the other one over there where it's at, and maybe here in the next couple of weeks when we get our first frost, I am probably going to move all of my containers in front of my garage out for good, out for the season, and then I'll move that one over there because it gets nice full sun. I just ordered one more frost cover because it looks like we're dipping into the mid-30s for the lows during the mornings, and I know things are starting to go low, but the frost cover, I think that it gives me a little bit of extra protection from the cool weather, from the cold weather. I think it's about 8 degrees or so, which if you're in the mid-30s, 8 degrees can really, you know, extend that life of your greens. And these guys, the greens and spinach and the beets, can handle a little bit of that cold, but I don't want to push them, and I definitely want to extend the life of whatever I have growing here. If you have been wanting to get one of these colors, the rusted red, they have a different kind of green, not this kind of green. I think that's luscious green. I believe black is also in stock. Right now is the time to get them because they say that they're going to have this sale to get all of these colors, and then they will not have the colors again. But I have 2 in this rusted red, which, my goodness, I just love this rusted red. But like I say, they have a sale and I have a coupon. You don't have to use my link. You don't have to use my coupon if you don't want to. But if you're thinking about it, maybe those can give you a little bit of an extra discounts. The Greenstalk that I originally had here, the green one with all of the soil that I used for this year, all of that soil, I am going to go through it. I am going to remove the big roots if I have any, and I am going to reuse that potting mix that was in those vertical gardens. I'm going to use them to maybe top some of my raised beds, to add them to my garden in the ground somewhere where I need it. I'm not just going to throw it away. The medium is great. The plants were healthy and I didn't have any pests or disease get to those plants. So I know that the soil is good. So I'm not just going to throw it away. I'm just going to put it in the ground or in some of the planters over here where I have the boxwoods, because they're sinking just a tiny bit, and I was expecting that. That's why I fill up those planters as much as I could in the beginning, and I put the boxwoods really high because I knew they were going to settle a little bit. So I'm just going to add here and there a little bit of soil, whatever I have left from containers, so that way I don't just discard it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do get a Greenstalk for next year, let me know what color you get. The mosquitoes are like eating me alive right now. Thank you for being here, you guys, and until the next time.